Welcome back! We have a lot to talk about in today's video. Even though I might look the same, still wearing the Christmas sweater. It is the 13th of March, 2021. Which is an important day. We'll get to that a little later. But today we have a ton of stuff to talk about. I want to give you some updates. I want to tell you where I've been, what the plans are. Let's get into it. So I know this channel is called Modern MG, and this car right here, this MG, I don't know if you can see it in the background, it's my number one concern, absolutely. That's why I made this channel, was to build this car, and that's gonna continue, 100%. But summer's coming, there's some other stuff I want to get done, some other stuff that we have planned, and I kind of want to expand my channel a little bit into all of that. I was actually thinking of renaming my channel to something a little different, maybe not focused just on the MG. Let me know what you think about that. Tell me in the comments, are you here for the MG? Are you here for the Jeep stuff? Or are you here because you like my pretty face and you just want to see it from now, from time to time now and then. Anyways, today I just want to lay out everything that we need to get done on each of my vehicles and kind of bring you around and show you all my vehicles because I've yet to really do that. Then let's get started with my MG. And if you're thinking, Greg, you're writing so neat, you have this nice whiteboard, I told you, I'm a teacher. So, on the MG Mission, we have a lot of stuff that I want to get done, some stuff I need to get done, and I want to just kind of lay it all out on here for us. So I'm going to do that, and then I'll kind of go through, and I'll go through some of the stuff on this table too that has to deal with the car. So, I'll be back in a second. All right, so some of the things I need to get done on my car. First thing, I need to finish the brakes. I started a video on them and I need to finish them. Next thing is I need to order brake lines and get all that actually set up. I need to build out my dash and my gauge cluster, which I'll show you a bit there. I need to still figure out the gas tank situation. I think I have it figured out. I'll kind of share those plans today. And I need to put a fuel line in. I need to figure out my headers and I need to have my seat rails actually in. And with that, we'll go seat belts as well. Once all of that is done, we can test drive the car. Not super safe and definitely not as a permanent on-road thing, but we can test it. Those are the things we need to somewhat safely drive the car. So that is that. Let me show you on the table some of the stuff that we have for this. All right, so this box, you guys have already seen, this is all the brake components. I'm not gonna go back through that. It's got the brake calipers, pads for the front, and the shoes for the rear, as well. There's I think a fuel filter in there as well. But something else that's on this list is this, and this is a digital dash. Now I'm not 100% sure that this is going to work in the car, but I've done some testing and I think it will. So we're gonna try to install this into the car when we make the actual dash. I like the idea of having the Miata dash. I bought a Miata dash. Or a Miata gauge cluster, but it's supposed to be a modern MG, and what's more modern than a digital dash? So this is one of those pieces I'm super pumped for, and I'm excited to get going. This also ties into like all the wiring that needs to get done on the car, so that'll all be done soon, hopefully. All right, the next thing that's for the MG is this box, and I don't know. In this box we have fender flares. They are not high quality, they're just eBay. I think they were like 50, 60 bucks for the set. Not super high quality for sure, but the reason I bought these was, for now the car's gonna stay yellow. Eventually I have big plans for it, but that'll be down the road. But I do want to have the look that I'm going for before I actually paint it, to know if that's the look I want. And the look that I think I want has over fenders. So I bought these to install, to rock for a bit, to see if I like it. Yeah, so we'll do those at some point too. All right, so besides that, you guys, I've talked about this car and all my plans for it for a really long time, so you should probably know what's up with that. But I got some other vehicles that I want to show you, the first of which is my Mustang. All right, so this is my, let me flip that camera around. This is my 2010 Mustang. It is my first real car that I ever purchased. That clicking, it's little elves. They live inside the air conditioning system there. Yeah, this was the first like adult car that I ever bought. My first real car was a Jeep. It was a 1998 Jeep TJ, but this was my actual, like, I'm an adult now. I need to purchase a car. So it is a V6, although it sounds really good. I don't know if you guys can hear that, but this is my pride and joy. Love my car. It's looking a little rough right now. It's been in the dusty garage. Once it is back on the road, which will be soon, new tires on it, and then we need to get this thing washed. So that is kind of my car. It is super, super nice. It is, again, a 2010. You know, nothing crazy, no screen, stuff like that, but the interior is just beautiful. And it's mine. I love it. She's fast. She's fun. That's really it. So I don't know how well you can see, and I know it is dark. Let it bring it up. Awesome. I don't know how well you can see, but it is actually beautiful outside, and the weather is definitely changing. So soon it will be time for the car to go back on the road. But right now the Mustang's off the road, but we do have some new wheels. I don't know if it'll, there we go. We do have some new wheels for it back behind all this, which is, we're also renovating our bathroom. So lots of stuff going on here. Besides that, that's really all the plans we have for the Mustang. It's my daily driver. As much as I love it and wish that it was super fast and all this fun stuff, it's my kind of reliable car, so I don't want to mess with it too much. All right, the next car, or not really car, that I want to talk about is my wife's Jeep. So you guys know, hopefully you've seen the video. It's actually my most popular video on my channel, was surprising her with her dream vehicle, which was really just putting some big meaty 35s with some new wheels on her Jeep. Since then, we've done some modifications. I'll show you that right now and give you a little walk around of her Jeep and then tell you the plans for it afterwards. So this is my wife's 2015 Jeep JK Unlimited, the 4-door Jeep Wrangler. We just cleaned it, so it is real nice in here. But yeah, so she got this, I don't know, it's been about a year and a half maybe, and she absolutely loves it. She used to have a 2000 Jeep TJ, which she loved, but it wasn't super reliable, and so this is her car. It is a Sahara, Sarah Sahara, that's my wife there. And yeah, beautiful, beautiful Jeep. Got the screen and the messy dog little canopy that she has for them in the back, because she does take our dog to work every day because she's a vet tech and she gets to do that. All right, next one. So as you can see, her Jeep is beautiful, but it needs one thing, and it needs a little bit more height. Now, we went back and forth about what kind of lift we wanted for her, and since she's not really going to be taking this off-roading much, now she does like to find a dirt road here and there, but she doesn't need a big suspension lift, you know, 4-inch, anything crazy like that. So we actually went to Rough Country, and we bought this. We'll get to that box in a second, but this is a lift kit for her Jeep, and it is just a body lift. So it's a 2.5-inch lift. We will have a video installing this coming soon. All right, so the next vehicle on my list is my 2010 F-150. I don't think I've really ever talked about this on the channel. I might have posted some pictures when I did some wrapping, detailing to it, but we also bought kind of a lift for the truck. It's really just a leveling kit. Let me show you the truck, and you'll kind of see why it needs that leveling kit.
Check the mic and make sure it sound right, boys.
All right, and finally, my truck. This is a 2009 Ford F-150 crew cab with the 5.5-foot bed. Pretty great condition, honestly. It was my uncle's. I bought it from him, and it is, it's a little dirty right now, and I have a ton of tools and stuff in the back. But this is kind of my work truck. This is my winter slash I'm doing house renovation, so I need to pick some stuff up truck. But we have some new plans for it, which I'm super excited about. So let's talk about those. Have you ever heard of overlanding? So my wife, myself, and my brother are huge outdoor people. You might have seen in the garage, we have snowboards and paddle boards and bikes, and as well as that, we are obviously into some off-road vehicles as well with my wife's Jeep. And my brother, his truck's not here right now, but he also has a newer F-150 that's lifted, big tires. We love that kind of stuff. We love camping, we love outdoors, we love campfires, fishing, kayaking, all that kind of stuff. And so overlanding is basically camping just in the middle of nowhere, taking your truck, your Jeep, going, into, if you're in Ontario or Canada, into some crown land, and basically just camping in the elements, not at any provincial park or anything like that, or state park if you're in the States. And so we've bought some stuff to be able to go overlanding. My brother bought a rooftop tent for his truck, which is absolutely insane. Once that gets here and we install it, I'll show you guys. But basically, for myself and my wife, we were trying to figure out which vehicle would be best. Now, the obvious answer is her Jeep. If we're gonna be doing any off-roading or if there's some rougher terrain getting to these campsites, obviously her Jeep would be the ideal vehicle. But to sleep inside of the Jeep with 2 dogs, as well as that's her daily driver. I have multiple cars, she just has the one Jeep. I was afraid to ruin it. So the plan right now for the truck is to use that as our overland vehicle. So as well as putting the leveling kit, which really won't do much, we're gonna be installing a full drawer system in the back. That's going to be our kitchen and really our full camp setup. On top of that drawer system, we're gonna have our bed, and I'm currently looking for a truck cap to go on the back of my truck that will basically be our shelter. I'm super excited about this. This is right up my alley. I love camping, I love adventuring, and I think it's gonna be a really fun build. We're gonna take you guys along for the ride with the build process, as well as when we actually do the camping. And so again, if you're into that kind of stuff, make sure you tell your friends and you follow this video and this channel, which again might change names. And last but not least, it's not really my vehicle, but I really did want to touch on this guy here. If you don't know what car this is my brother's 1975 or 6 MG Midget, and he is doing a motorcycle engine swap in this. And so he's decided that he's not gonna be making videos on it, so he said if I wanted to do any stuff with it, I was more than welcome. And honestly, it is going great so far. He has the engine mounted. He's kind of roughed in some mounts. Hard to kind of see. Anyways, whatever. He's made some mounts. It is in there. He has to figure out the drive shaft system because that's kind of the hardest part of it. But everything else is actually going really well, and I'm excited to see what he does with it. So hopefully both the cars are ready by summertime and we can do a lot of fun content with them. That's the goal. Not done, but like, you know what I mean. So like I said, today is March 13th, which is a really important day for me and kind of for the world, I guess. March 13th was the last day that I actually taught in person at a school. March 13th was the Friday before March break last year, and that was the day we got the news that we wouldn't be coming back after the break. And we thought it was just gonna be for a couple weeks, but it ended up being until the end of our school year at the end of June. And then this entire year I've been teaching online. And so the reason this is such an important day is this is 1 year of COVID. And I don't know about you guys. For me, I want this channel to be about the cars. I don't want it to be about my life, but I do feel a little bit of an obligation. We've hit 100 subscribers, which I'm overjoyed about. I think is absolutely crazy. But I'm sure some of you do care about me and my life, so I just wanted to kind of give you this update. The past month has been hard. It was supposed to be March break this week, and the government decided to move it, so we weren't in the same situation as last time, which is fair. But I'm very burnt out, and getting in the garage used to be an escape, and it was just a little bit of I don't want to say a chore, but it just didn't feel right being out in the garage. But now the weather's turning, I'm feeling great. The end is in sight, and I have all these projects that I'm pumped about, so I have that energy to come back in here and make a video again. So sorry about the hiatus from YouTube, but I am back. Hopefully making those videos every weekend for you guys so that you can follow along. And so again, MG Midget stuff, F-150 stuff, Jeep stuff, Mustang stuff, lots to come, super excited. Can't wait to take you guys on this journey. Make sure you subscribe, make sure you tell your friends, hit that like button, and we'll see you in the next one. Take care, guys.